Hey, do you know these people? Because I sure as hell don't. Hey, I'm Jason Oliveira. This is The Road to 40. It's going to be a dark and dismal night tonight. I'm sorry. I think I might be manic depressive or something. Sometimes I had a really good day today. It was just a fun day. There were some hurdles that I thought were going to be a pain in the ass. Like I had a meeting at work tonight, or this afternoon, for, it was only about an hour and a half or whatever. But I like my work and I like the people I work with, so it wasn't that painful. But you know what? It was just something stupid and little that just boom set me off, and boom, and all of a sudden I'm in a bad mood, and I hate being in a bad mood. And I've been trying to snap this habit. I know a lot of men. Now, this isn't like a sexist thing, that in their mid to late 30s go through this stage of just anger. Like I've talked to a few people, a few of my friends that said they feel it too, and it makes me sad because apparently it's just some chemical imbalance or something that changes at this age. It sucks. I hate it, and it's really played just a big role in dragging me down tonight. I don't know why. It's everything though. It's so easy for me to start spiraling down. Like this house is falling apart around us. Not terribly, but like one little thing after another. Like the other day I fixed the doorknob. I replaced the doorknob to the bathroom because somehow that got fucked up. Probably from people banging on the door. Grayson, let me in, like that. The dog, our little dog, just pees on everything. But it's just so hard to. This is why I don't like getting pets, because I get attached to them and then we have to get rid of them. And that's why I just don't like it. We went through Grace and Biddy and Puddin', and it's nobody's fault. They were horrible animals, but it's just hard for me to give up, even on horrible animals. I shouldn't say they're horrible. I don't mean it that way. What really, really grinded my gears this morning, though, was Lynchburg had its first gay wedding, and I thought it was awesome. And of course, this fucking godforsaken piece of shit town. See, religion holds everything back. Progression, intelligence, science. If we'd never had religion, we would be so much more advanced as a civilization. It'd be less war, I bet. Think about it. Honestly, think about it. Think about if there was no Christianity, no Islam, no Buddhism, nothing. Not that there's anything wrong with Buddhism, but I'm just saying, like, John Lennon had it right. I never thought of that. I was talking about this the other night, and I cut myself off because I think there was chaos in the other room or something like that. But when I used to listen to Imagine when I was a kid, it would get to that line, and no religion too. And I was a big, follower of the Baptist church at the time. And so it kind of offended me, that lyric in the song. But as I got older and I grew wiser, I started to see what he meant there. And back to my original point, though. The News in Advance ran an article about the first gay marriage, which I thought was ballsy and awesome for them to do. But the problem is they don't back themselves up. People start posting shit over on the forum there. And I know I don't want to even comment anymore. I shouldn't even read it because it puts me in a bad mood. But it just helps me remember that there's horrible people in the world still. Horrible people that won't allow people to love one another. It's none of your fucking business. I don't care what you believe in. I don't have to believe in what you believe in. And neither does anyone in this country. It's like, it's time to fucking make a fucking stand in this country. Rise up. The people need to rise up. I don't care if it's Obama in office or Bush in office or Romney. I don't care who's in office. I don't trust anyone in government anymore. I think it's all just bullshit. John Oliver has really had some really interesting articles that I've kind of looked up from another perspective too, just to check it out. But he walks the fine line better than all the other two. Colbert and Jon Stewart. Like, John Oliver nails it, and he does it just perfectly. He's making jokes, but then when he's serious, he's being serious. And he really has got me going. Like, I start watching some of these things, I'm like, Jesus Christ, I've been talking about that on this show, like, for almost, 7 months now. And it's nice to know that there is a voice out there for that. So I'd love to see someone like him head up a movement to change the bullshit. Nonetheless, okay, so Lynchburg runs this article, and I started thinking we shouldn't even be, at this point in our history, we shouldn't even have to worry about something like that. We shouldn't have to worry about anyone telling us who or what we can, as long as it's a victimless crime. Drugs should be legalized. Marriage equality for everyone should just be the law of the land, and it's becoming that very quickly. And I'm hoping that the dominoes start to fall with, the legalization of marijuana, getting people out of prison, just breaking down our entire fucking prison system as it is, destroying it and starting fresh. Let's get rid of the death penalty. I know a lot of you might not agree with that one, even a lot of liberals. But I just think we should. People deserve a second chance. I mean, I would hate if something happened to one of my kids or one of my family members, but I don't know. That's one thing I can take away from that. Jesus Christ, that son of a bitch. Turn the other cheek. Like, I don't know. I really feel like people deserve a second chance, no matter who they are, what they've done. And if they screw it up again, then do whatever the hell you want to them. But up to that point, I don't know. That's not my point tonight. Religion has continued to hold us back. We can't straight across the board teach our kids about evolution because someone might get offended. You know what I mean? This is school. We're supposed to be teaching our kids facts and truths. So let's do that. Let's keep religion out of schools. They have no place there. If you want to teach that at home, I don't like it, but that's your choice to make. I think if you're going to teach a child one religion, you should teach them all. Because I never was taught all these other religions. And as it is right now, I have no need for any religion. I just don't. There are no miracles, my friends. I don't believe it. Unless it comes from a higher power. I've been one side of the galaxy to the other. So they make me believe that is all one knowing. Oh shit, I don't know the line. It's a great line in Star Wars. She's not in a good mood. Really, really feeling kind of, not depressed, but like I just saw that somebody stabbed the wall in the bathroom downstairs. It was just like a little nick in the wall, and I was like, damn it. That's not, I got a plaster, find the paint for it. It's not going to dry the same. It's going to look awful. Our tub's falling apart. I'm sure that's why you came here tonight to hear me complain. But I was just frustrated at all the comments that people made in the Lynchburg area about people getting married in Lynchburg today. It's none of your fucking business. No, it's not going to affect you in any way. If any way it could help you, it's going to help the economy with, more weddings now. It's going to help, kids that need to be adopted be adopted. You're crazy. You people are crazy. Not you people. People in my head. I was just having a conversation up there. Right, Dr. Carl Mitchin? That's right, Mr. Oliveira. That's why I like you, Dr. Carl. You and I, we see eye to eye, don't we? Yeah, we do. Yes, we do. Uh-huh. Yeah. So what am I supposed to say? Love is love. When you're getting on the subject of equal marriage, it doesn't matter who wants to marry who. As long as it stays human. It's never going to go... that's one of the arguments you hear so often, too, from the right and the Christians and the conservatives, is, well, what's next? We're going to marry our computers? We're going to marry our dogs? At that point, the dog doesn't really have a choice. I don't think it has the mental capacity to love the same way a human loves. You're throwing in, oranges with apples. We're talking about one species here. Loving each other. Although if you want to look at the animal kingdom, you can see plenty of cases where, homosexuality is runs rampant. Rampant? I don't know. God damn it. Speaking of drawing monsters, this one, I'm going to try to hold it up, kind of. I had to use 2 pages because a lot of the stuff that I've been drawing lately I find comes out a lot better on, let's just do this, on 2 pages. So here's the creature that I've been drawing, a little pile of skulls there. I'm trying to make him half human and half, monster. And that would be the background, so You get the idea. I feel like I'm not hitting it out of the park, though. You know what I mean? My friend Brad, I know he's looking for something very specific. That's why I wish I was there, he was there. I wish we could start some kind of a Kickstarter fund to sit down together or something. I don't know. Maybe I'll start something. I don't know. What's the point? Some days I just want to get up, sell the house with everything in it, and just take the kids and leave. And just go somewhere. Don't even pay the bank back. Fuck them. They don't need the money. I need money. See, now if we all did that, there you go. That's all you really got to do is stop consuming. Buy what you need, not what you want. I'm terrible at it. But if we all just stop consuming, if we all stop paying into the system, if we all just said, you know what are you going to do if I stop paying my credit cards and stop paying off my house? What if everybody starts doing that? Is that criminal, what I just did? Is that? No. I'm not saying you should do it. I just think that you should do it. I think that's how you can get away with things. Like, you know how you're not supposed to say blank the president? You know what I mean? Or it's like kind of some kind of federal offense or something. So I don't even want to say it on here kidding around, because I'm not kidding around. No, I don't mean it that way. I mean, what I mean is that I don't know what I mean anymore. I don't know. How many out there feel the way I do? How many would love to hit a big reset button and just go start from scratch? Let's tear down the bullshit and the money. I don't know. Live happily. Peacefully. I feel like I'm Obi-Wan at heart. Like I should go to some desert planet and hide. Well, I plan on doing that anyway. I want to move to California. How do you do it? Give me some suggestions. Let's say I want to move to California within a year. Or my family wants to, not just me. How would you do it? How would you find a way to get there? If you have any idea, comment below, because I don't know how to do it, and I want to get there. It's a little voice that's calling me. Well, thank you for always coming back. If you want to, I know I've mentioned this a few times. You can follow me on Twitter or Instagram at Jason Geycen. Please subscribe. Pass these along to anybody who you know who might like watching them. That's right, a middle-aged man about to turn 40. Today he complained about everything. He was a whiny bitch today, and I apologize. Don't forget to make somebody smile tomorrow. Make yourself a better person tomorrow than you were today, tomorrow. And let's make the world spin a little bit happier together, okay? I'm in. Anywho, you guys have a great night. I'll see you a little further on down the road to 40. I doubt I'm going to do a Walking Dead commentary thing tonight after it. That being said, tomorrow will be the spoiler-filled episode. I heard it's really good. So, you guys have a great night, and I'll see you a little further on down the road to 40.